Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Maria, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons. And let's take a look at your situation. Your first question is, hi Michael, can I use my husband's credit card to be able to join your course? I do not have my own credit card. My husband let me use his. Yes, you can do that, no problem. Now here's the key though. When you make the payment, PayPal is going to tell me that your husband made the payment. They're going to give me his name, his first and last name. So as soon as your husband makes the payment, you want to email me and tell me that that payment is for you. So you want to give me your first name, your last name, and also your email address. And that way, when you become one of my students and I score your speaking and writing practice test, when I need to contact you by email, I can use your email, not your husband's PayPal email. So that's all you have to do there. Now let's go to your next question. You say, I need to get a score 26 in speaking. I only got 20 on my first try. My total score is 87, but like I said, I failed the speaking part. I plan to use your course for a month. Is that enough time for me to get enough practice? I'm going to say no, probably not. I'm going to be honest with you. You're in for a battle. It is a battle to get 26, especially if your score is 20. Now, why is that? Now, what I want to do right now, I'm going to go to the rubrics and discuss a little bit what a score of 20 means. And then we can understand more about what you need to do in order to improve. I do have some recommendations that I think can help you, but to be honest with you, I've had students who have a score of 23, and it took 3 months for someone with a score of 23 to get 26. I had one student, I hate to tell you, but it took her 8 months to go from 22 to 26. So everybody is different. There's no exact formula. You obviously have some pronunciation problems. You probably have some grammar and some vocabulary limitations. You also have some problems with organizing and developing your ideas, but organization and development can be easily solved. But if you have pronunciation and language use problems in your speaking, that takes time. It really does. Okay, so let me take a look at the rubrics. I'll just look at the independent speaking rubrics right now. So a score of 20. All right, let's see what we have here. Boy, you're barely over 2.5 out of 4, so you're at about 2.6, 20 points in this case. You have some problems with your delivery, most likely. You have some unclear pronunciation, you have some problems with your tone, and you have what's called frequent pauses and hesitations. That's probably one of the issues that you need to solve right now. In terms of your language use, you have some grammar and some vocabulary limitations. And you also have some problems with topic development. You're not using specific details to support your generalization. So these limitations are causing you not to get a score of 26. And your question is, can you solve all these limitations in 30 days? Probably not. It's probably not very likely, but don't give up. I'm kind of like a doctor. I'm a little bit negative because I don't want to give you too much hope because it takes time. It may take you more than 30 days. You may surprise me and reach your goal in less time, but it's doubtful in my opinion. I've been teaching TOEFL now for almost 30 years, and I've been teaching TOEFL online now since 2008, and most students don't make that kind of improvement in just 4 weeks. But okay, my recommendation for you is really threefold. I'm going to give you 3 specific recommendations, and I am going to recommend my 30-day TOEFL Speaking Study Guide. I think that's probably the best one for you, and that's going to focus exactly on your pronunciation and your speaking areas, and maybe I may suggest that you work on grammar maybe vocabulary also, but anyway, let's see what we have here. Okay, I have 3 suggestions. Number 1, continue to read. Get in the habit of reading about 45 to 60 minutes every day. Very, very important. Number 2, get in the habit of practicing about 45 minutes of listening every day. Now, you understand why I'm saying this in a minute. Now, as you're doing the reading and the listening practice, work on your note-taking. Try to get the main and the most important supporting points of those reading and listening passages. Then using your notes, you can orally summarize this information, and you should record your voice when you do this, right? So you want to make some summaries. Maybe 60-second summaries would be perfect because that helps you for the TOEFL, integrated speaking, right? So that's really my first 2 suggestions. Now my third suggestion is start going through the lessons in my 30-day TOEFL speaking study guide. I recommend that. You want to start posting pronunciation and speaking practice tests. My general rule is this. You can post 1 pronunciation or 1 speaking practice test each day. That means that you can post up to 30 in 30 days. Right? So you can't post 3 or 4. That's going to make me too busy. I'm going to have to make you pay a lot more money. And I want to keep my course inexpensive. You see what we're saying? So that would be my recommendation, is start posting pronunciation and speaking practice tests every time. It's a little bit annoying, but I'm going to tell you everything that's wrong with your speech. I'll give you a score, and then after 30 days, you make a decision. Are you where you want to be, or do you need more practice, right? So after 30 days, if your score is around 20 to 22 points out of 30, that means you need more practice. After 30 days, if your score is closer to 24 to 26 points out of 30, that means that you're getting close to your goal. Alrighty, anyway, thank you very much for your email. I know sometimes it takes some faith. You probably are saying, if I send Michael this message or I make a comment at his website, will he answer me? And now you know, Maria, that I will. All right, so all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.